Here's chapter 7 of Sage and the Journey to Wishworld. And yes, I am really trying to get these out so I can start on the next book because yeah, I just want to get through the books. I really do. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna go check mail to see if the book is in the mail. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, anyway, Sage spun around. An adult male wishling with dark brown hair and a green uniform was standing in the middle of the hallway, frowning at her. "What are you wearing? You know that jeans and sneakers aren't allowed in school. I'll have to write you up a detention slip." What stupid rule? Sage looked down at her blue pants and her shoes. She pressed a button on her Stars app and made a mental note, which she knew would instantly be recorded in her cyber journal. Mission 1. Wishworld Observation Number 1. Do not wear jeans and sneakers to school. As the male wishling began filling out the paper, Sage quickly pressed another button on the communicator and accessed the outfit changer. There's an eyelash in my eye. One sec. Okay, anyway. She was instantly wearing brand new clothing. Hopefully appropriate this time. In her haste, she hadn't been able to make an informed choice and hoped her outfit was a pretty one. The man looked up from his clipboard. Like I said, no jeans or... The man stopped talking when he took in her outfit. He blinked slowly. "Wait, what?" "I could have sworn..." He shook his head, flustered. "Well then, where is your hall pass?" he asked, bristling. Sage bit her lip. What on Starland was a hall pass? She hadn't learned about that in school. Suddenly, the wishling looked around, sniffing the air. He said, a smile creeping over his face. Ew. Angel food cake. That gave Sage a moment to think, and then, to her surprise, she found herself looking deep into his eyes and saying, "My name is Sage. I am the new student in school." His reaction both surprised and delighted her. He nodded, his face solemn, almost as if he was in a trance. "Yes," he said, "your name is Sage. You are the new student in school." He took another sniff and closed his eyes for a moment. "Reminds me of the cakes my grandma baked for me and my sister after school. She used to let us lick the beaters when she was done." "Go right ahead." Sage allowed herself a small smile of victory as she resumed walking down the hallway and moved up the stairs, her footsteps echoing. She added observation number 2. Find out what a hall pass is. Seemed important. Arrival at destination, the Stars app spelled out. Sage paused in front of the classroom door, took a deep breath, smoothed her braids, and opened it. 25 students swiveled their heads in her direction. Sage suddenly felt self-conscious for the first time. It was an unfamiliar feeling, and fortunately only a momentary one. A bright? That has nothing. Oh my Jesus Christ, hold on. A pretty adult female wishling with straight blonde hair pulled back into a low ponytail came to the door in a red polka-dotted dress. "May I help you?" she asked. She had a puzzled expression on her face. Then she looked down the hallway and breathed in deeply. "They must be baking carrot cake in the lunchroom. Delicious." She smiled a faraway smile. "I can almost taste my mom's cream cheese frosting." This time Sage knew just what to do. She looked deeper into the teacher's eyes. "I am Sage," she said pleasantly. "I am the new student in your class." The teacher nodded, just as the man in the hall had. "You are Sage. You are the new student in my class," she repeated. She pointed to the desk halfway down the row closest to the windows. "Please be seated. I am Miss Daniels, your teacher. Mission 1. Wishworld Observation Number 3. Young star darlings clearly have some form of mind control over adults." Sage walked down the aisle as some of the students gave her curious glances. She looked down at her outfit, and her eyes widened in surprise. In her rush to change, she hadn't noticed that the outfit changer had selected a bright green and blue striped top, an orange skirt, and bright yellow leggings. She looked down in red and purple shoes. She grinned. She looked like a rainbow. "Well, at least I'm very bright and cheerful," she thought. A couple of the students tittered as she passed. "Class," said the teacher, "there's no need to be rude to our new classmate." "Nice backpack," said a boy. "But why isn't it on your back?" Sage looked down at the bag, which she was wearing on her chest. Oops, she said. I guess I thought it was a front pack. The class laughed, but in a nice way, like she had made a joke on purpose. Sage grinned. She was off to a good start, completely unintentionally. Sage stepped over a boy's outstretched legs and slid into the plastic seat, resting her arms on the desk that was attached to it. John was here. What? Why does that look like an F? John was here, was scratched into the surface. She waited for the seat to adjust, but it stayed the same hard plastic and uncomfortable. That was observation number 4. Wishing chairs do not adjust. She glanced around the room, wondering which student was the wisher. Her wish pendant was glowing faintly, proof that her wisher was nearby. Was it the redhead with the freckles? The pigtail blonde staring into space? The one with jet-black shoulder-length hair who was gazing at her curiously? It could be anyone. Miss Daniels resumed her math lesson. She took a writing utensil and copied numbers and symbols on the smooth white surface that ran across the front wall of the classroom. Now, who wants to take a stab at this equation? She asked. Sage sat up with interest. Would a student actually stab it? Now that would be an interesting observation, but to her disappointment, no one did. Come on, guys, said Miss Daniels. Someone come up here and show Sage how good we are at long division. No volunteers. 291,606 divided by 371. Miss Daniels said, remember, dirty monkeys smell completely bad. You must divide, multiply, subtract, compare, and bring down. 786, Sage said automatically. The students stared at her with looks of awe on their faces. Sage felt a flush of pleasure at being the center of attention, this time in a good way. Sage, we must first raise our... Miss Daniels' voice broke off. She looked down at her book. That's right, she said slowly. She wrinkled her brow. How is that possible? Are you using a calculator? A what-ulator? Asked Sage. The class giggled in unison. Miss Daniels narrowed her eyes, then looked down at her book again. 50,193 divided by 99, she said. 507, said Sage, though she was getting the feeling that she should just be keeping her mouth shut. She started to feel uncomfortable as she realized that everyone was staring at her even harder. Sage sunk lower in her seat. All that attention couldn't be good. She was supposed to blend in, after all. Miss Daniels looked puzzled. 92,545 divided by 415. And even though every fiber of her being wanted to shout out the right answer, Sage forced herself to say, 222. Miss Daniels nodded, clearly satisfied. No, it's 223. You must have had the same math book in your last school. That's gotta be it. That's right, said Sage. Mission 1, Wishworld observation number 5. If you want to remain undercover at school, keep your star talents to yourself. No showing off, tempting though it may be. Damn, that was a quick chapter. Anyway, next video will be chapter 8. I'll see you guys later.